What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Detroit Lions Fonza. I have a guest here with me. Show him your jersey. Show him which team
Charles
you're with.
Woodson,
Yep, Green Bay Packers
Green Bay
fan.
Packers fan over here.
He's not a bandwagoner. He's been with the Packers. I can guarantee you that. When was that season when we last beat you guys?
First week of 2005.
Yeah, we were both pretty sucky that year, but the Packers seem to be moving on. Detroit, we're making our way up, as they say. We just got done watching that Chicago and Green game. He's got his hoodie on,
Very hard to take.
Yeah, the game didn't go down how he wanted it, and I did predict the Bears would win, and I had a hunch, and they did. So, good stats and got some good fantasy points off of a couple people. But we're going to go right into our picks. We'll save that Detroit and Green Bay game for last. All right, starting off with the Jets and Buffalo. Who you got?
Well, you see, last year, Mark Sanchez threw a career-high 5 picks against Buffalo last year. But this year, I think he matured enough, and I think Buffalo's just in this blunder right now, and releasing Trent Edwards, and Ryan Fitzpatrick's back. So I'm taking the Jets big over this. I'm taking the Jets big over Buffalo this week or next week.
I'm taking the Jets, too. No contest there. Denver and Tennessee, who you got?
Well, Denver, they're not really showing me enough explosion. Brandon Lloyd, surprisingly, or not surprisingly, actually, because I've always liked him, had 169 yards off of 6 receptions last week. And I just don't think the Broncos' offense is fully clicking yet. So I'm going with the Tennessee Titans, and I'm going with Chris Johnson to have over 100 yards that game.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Tennessee just because they're at home. Other than that, if it was in Denver, I'd go with Denver. Cincinnati and Cleveland?
Well, the thing about Cleveland is they played a good, hard game last week at Baltimore. But they can't find a way to win. And I just don't think that they're going to have enough firepower to beat Baltimore. Anquan Bolden should have about 2 touchdowns this game. I like Cleveland, but they're not winning.
I mean Cincinnati. They're playing Cincinnati.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's
you
right.
noob.
Cincinnati's
Packer fans, right?
Cincinnati's going to
win.
My bad.
I'm going to go with Cincinnati also, but it could be close. Carson really needs to get his crap together.
They couldn't stop Anquan. I don't see how they can stop Chad or Tito.
All right, next up, Carolina and the Saints.
Well, you see, Carolina's my.
Why don't we just go and just both say the Saints?
Yeah, Carolina.
He likes Carolina, but they're not winning.
Problems.
They're not winning. Baltimore and Pittsburgh. I'm going with the Pittsburgh Steelers. That defense and that defense is just killing it.
Well, to me, I think this is more of a stalemate. Whole AFC North is based on defense winning the game, but right now, I guess I gotta go with the Steelers in a close game, probably a field goal. So I'm going with the Steelers in this game.
All right, and next up we got the 49ers and the Falcons. I'm gonna go with the Falcons here. The 49ers just haven't seemed to get their flow together, but I think it will be a good game. I think the 49ers are gonna come out and play hard, but I do see the Falcons rebounding after a big win. As long as they're not in a slump and they don't get too overconfident, the Falcons should get this. What about you?
Well, I have to agree with Kirsten on this. 49ers fans, where has your offense gone? You guys play a good game against New Orleans, which is a good team, the Super Bowl defending champs. But then against bad teams like the Chiefs and
I don't know, the Chiefs are looking nice. I don't know about that.
Teams like last
they're not
year,
bad. I just say
you
they're
guys
mediocre.
were a sexy pick coming into the NFL this year. You guys were picked to make the playoffs, but you guys are 0-3. And I don't know. I think this is going to be a closer game than what people make it of, but coming off of a big win against the Super Bowl defending champs, I'm taking the Atlanta Falcons in this.
All right, next game, and this is probably one of the game of the weeks in my opinion, the Seahawks and St. Louis Rams. That's just me. I think this is going to be a fun game. I'm looking forward to this one. Both teams have some offense, and I'm liking what I'm seeing from both teams with Sam Bradford and all. I think he's going to be a great quarterback, and they play Detroit soon here, and they might actually beat Detroit. I'm loving what I'm seeing on the Rams. It's going to be hopefully Stafford's back for that, shootout. Maybe we can win that one. We'll see what happens, though. That's not the next game, but I'm going to take the where is this? I don't know. Who am I going to take in this matchup?
It's in St. Louis.
I know, but darn it. I don't know who I want to take. Who are you taking?
Well, let me tell you this, St. Louis fans, you found a quarterback, but I really don't think that you've ever lost one. I think the problem with you guys was your receivers, and Mark Clayton has been doing good ever since he's gotten there. Seattle, I like you guys, but you guys didn't show me enough last week, even against the Chargers, because you guys scored 2 kickoffs for touchdowns. Come on. Where's your offense at? You guys have all this offense against the 49ers in the first week, and then against the Broncos, you guys turn it over twice. And I mean, who knows what kind of Seattle Seahawks we're gonna get? So right now, I'm going with St. Louis in this, just because I believe their offense is going.
I guess I'll go with the Rams too, just for that. But it will be a good game. I'm looking forward to that one.
Looking forward for a good game too.
And then we got Houston and Oakland. We'll both just go Houston, right?
Houston.
Next match, messed up. And then we got Indianapolis and the Jags. I'm gonna go with the Colts here. What about you?
Yeah. There's really not much to say. The Jags. Colts.
I think maybe Ray Jones-Drew can get some good yards just for the stats.
I don't know what's going on with
I got him on
David
fantasy,
right
so just hopefully he gets my stats up.
Where have the old Jags been?
Ooh, Philadelphia and Washington. I'm looking forward to this game. I do think the Philadelphia Eagles will win though, but it should be fun. I'm loving what I'm seeing out of Vic. He's running, passing, he's doing all kinds of stuff, and he's got Deshaun Jackson and all the weapons they have. I'm loving what I'm seeing, and he's better than I thought he was. What about you? You going with Philly?
Well, this was a very disappointing loss for the Washington Redskins this last week.
Very disappointing.
And, I mean, I expected them. This was a trap game like every analysis was saying, but they got beat up by the Rams. And, everybody's going to make the speculation about Vic and McNabb and all of that. I just think Vic has more offense of firepower. Their team is so fast with Vic on the field. Deshaun Jackson.
They got a fast defense too.
And yes, their defense is fast. But I expect, if anything, the Redskins to pick apart their defense with the tight ends, because the Eagles have a small lineup in defense. They're not really tall, but they're fast. But I'm going with the Eagles in this 7-point game. So
the Redskins are going to come after him though.
Yeah, the Redskins.
Philadelphia's line isn't like all that right now.
That's right.
And then we got Arizona and the Chargers. Man, I don't know.
This is
these
quite
teams
the
are.
You got Derek Anderson. With you don't know what kind of quarterback he is. I don't really know if it's his fault down in Arizona. Then you got Phillip Rivers, Vincent Jackson. I'm sorry, but without Vincent Jackson, you guys aren't seeming too elite right now.
I know.
I kind of think that's the reason why you guys lost against the Seahawks, because you didn't have VJ. But I mean, this is just one of those games where it's hard for me to pick. Yeah. I guess just because it's home field advantage, I'm going with the San Diego Chargers.
Well, for me, it depends on did the Chargers put their thing on charging, or are they charging themselves up? Because sometimes they be coming out and just be flat and be trying to come out at the end. Like they gotta be more consistent from the get go. You don't wait until the end to just start trying to charge back. You know what I mean? So it should be an interesting game. I don't think it's not going to be a blowout, but I'm really not sure what to expect from this game. And then you got Chicago and the New York Giants. We're seeing Chicago play tonight. It was a pretty good game. So a certain team lost, but well, I'm gonna go with Chicago. I know it's in New York and all, but I don't know. The Giants, they could get it together, but it seems like they're not sure what their identity is on the offense. They just that pass that flick that Eli tried to do to the end zone, that was ridiculous. I'm not sure what they're doing, but I don't think it's going to be a blowout. This is going to be close because the Giants front will get after color, so I expect a good fight game, but I do think Chicago will win. And you?
Giants fans, let me tell you this. You are lucky that the game is at home and you are not playing in Soldier Field. Now, I don't want to say that's the reason we lost the game, but you guys are lucky you guys have the home field advantage. Now, this is going to be a Sunday night game, and I expect the crowd to get into this game. Now, Eli, don't do that flick with the left hand. You've already done that plenty of times in this league. We don't need any more interceptions like that, especially when you're on the 3-yard line. But Chicago, for the most part, Cutler's looking good. And 3 touchdowns against the Cowboys. And, I don't really know what to say about what he just did to the Green Bay Packers. But Chicago, for the most part, is looking good.
And we're both going Chicago, right?
Yeah, I'm going with Chicago, but I'm expecting the Giants to not play like they did last week or the week before. I expect them to come out with more intensity.
Then on Monday night, we got the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. This is going to be a good game. I'm going to go with Miami because they're at home, but, you know, Patriots could come in and win that. But I think Miami, their defense is tough. They did very good against the Jets. In fact, the Miami Dolphins offense was surprising to me. I didn't think they were going to do that good against the Jets D. So I think Miami can take this, especially being at home with the home field advantage and all. But that should be a good game, and we'll see if Brady comes out and tries to do better within the division from last time when they played the Jets. But we'll see how that goes. And what about you? What do you think?
With me, I think Jason Allen's going to get picked on this game.
Yeah,
I mean, you have Randy Moss and Wes Welker. I mean, either one of them, Brady's probably going to throw to that side more often than not. So I mean, I'm giving the edge to Brady in this game. But overall, I mean, even coming into the Jets game, the Miami defense was not even being talked about. And that's quietly a good defense. 20 points in the first 2 games combined. Brett Favre doesn't get that. You guys don't fumble on the 1-yard line, and they don't even get any points. Who knows? But in this game, I'm looking, home field advantage. Monday night. I'm actually looking for the Patriots to win this one. This is our first disagreement on these picks. I just think that with Jason Allen, if he doesn't get better or practice that good this week, then you're going to see a whole lot of Moss or a whole lot of Welker in that game. So I'm going with the New England Patriots in the Monday night finale.
All right. Then we go going back to that Detroit and Green Bay game. I think Detroit can win if Green Bay has like 50-plus penalties. It's probably not going to happen, so I'm going to go with Green Bay in this game. Detroit, we're having a hard time on the offense right now, but we didn't do bad. We just had some red zone issues going in that game, and without Javid Bass, it just made us a little one-dimensional. But Green Bay just has too much firepower right now, and I'm not sure what's going on with our pass game. And when we're one-dimensional and then you have to play a defense like Green Bay, it's going to be tough for us. So I do expect us to lose this game. I'm not sure. We could, like I said on a game a week ago, the Lions could get blown out. Like what I said, the Lions could potentially get blown out like I said they would. Mike could have against the Eagles. It depends how the defense comes out and play, and they've got dudes up in the front. So I'm hoping we should see some good pressure on Aaron Rodgers. Plus, Dominican Sue is looking for his new best friend, and he's heard a lot about Rodgers, and I heard they share a lot of the same interests and stuff. So I don't see why Sue and Rodgers can't become good friends. Don't you agree with this?
Well, I do agree with that. Sue can, become best friends with Aaron Rodgers like Clay Matthews can become best friends with Sean Hill. I mean, it's just that easy. With the Lions is, depending on how bad the toe injury on Best is and, how many injuries you guys are coming into the game with, depends on how good you guys actually do. Now, with Stafford, I'd be a bit more cautious because, as you guys know, Packer fans, our secondary is kind of thin, waiting for Bigby and waiting for Al Harris to come back, especially Al Harris. But if the Lions want to look to win this game, then they have to pick on our nickel defense, our nickel corners, and possibly even Tramon Williams. But
now we got to pick on freaking Aaron. Take him down!
But honestly, 9-game winning streak. September 17th, 2005, Week 1 was the last time the Lions beat us. I just expect us, at home to just beat the Lions, and we have like the last 9 times.
Be honest. What do you think the score is going to be around? You think it'll be a blowout?
Honestly, I'm expecting the score to be. I'll give you guys 14. I'll probably give us 31.
All right. Yeah, that's a blowout. Well, you heard it, and I'll see you guys next time on the Detroit Lions Fonza. And you guys can leave your comments and tell me what you think about the picks and going forward, and what games are you most excited for, and I'll see you guys next time.